Ever wondered how some brands just seem to get it? They consistently roll with the punches, stay ahead of the curve, and keep us coming back for more. It's not magic, folks. It's a set of core principles, a strategic mindset, and a relentless dedication to staying relevant. All right, trendsetters, welcome back to Trendsy, your go-to spot for unlocking the secrets to a truly successful life, and that absolutely includes your business ventures. Today, we're diving deep into the DNA of giants, the companies that don't just survive, they thrive in this whirlwind world of business. Now, I've been doing a lot of digging, peeling back the layers of these titans, and I've unearthed 9 absolutely crucial business tips that they consistently put into practice. And you know what? I'm not just going to tell you about them, I'm going to explore how you and I can actually implement these in our own journeys. Buckle up, because this is going to be insightful. Staying relevant isn't just about keeping up, it's about staying ahead. Think about it, the business graveyard is littered with companies that stood still, that didn't see the winds of change. In today's hyper-connected, lightning-fast landscape, standing still is the quickest way to become yesterday's news. The challenges are real, aren't they? Trying to predict the next big thing feels like reading tea leaves sometimes. Consumer tastes shift faster than the British weather. And technology, well, it evolves at warp speed. Plus, let's be honest, the competition out there is fierce. Everyone's vying for attention, for market share. And the biggest danger of all, complacency. That slow creep of we've always done it this way that can absolutely sink even the sturdiest ship. But here's the good news. The most successful companies aren't just lucky, they're deliberate, they're proactive, they've baked certain principles into their very core. And that's what we're going to unpack today. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's dive into these 9 game-changing business tips. Tip number 1. Obsessively champion your customer. This isn't just about saying the customer is always right. It's about genuinely understanding their needs, their pain points, their aspirations. The companies that stay relevant aren't just selling products or services, they're building relationships. They're actively listening through feedback, social media, and even good old-fashioned conversations. Think about how some brands, like a well-known supermarket chain or a tech company with strong community engagement, don't just react to complaints, they proactively seek out ways to improve the customer experience at every touch point. How can you implement this? It starts with empathy. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. What would you want? Implement clear channels for feedback surveys, social listening, direct contact, and crucially, act on that feedback. Show your audience they're not just a transaction, they're a valued part of your journey. This builds loyalty, advocacy, and ultimately keeps you relevant because you're consistently meeting and exceeding their expectations. Tip number 2, empower your people. They are your innovation engine. Your employees aren't just cogs in a machine, they are the lifeblood of your business. The companies that stay ahead understand this implicitly. They invest in their teams, not just in training, but in creating a culture where ideas are valued, where people feel empowered to contribute, and where growth is encouraged. Look at Hilton, a leading global hospitality company with a portfolio of 24 world-class brands comprising more than 8,300 properties and over 1.25 million rooms in 138 countries and territories. Hilton has welcomed over 3 billion guests in its more than 100-year history, was named the #1 world's best workplace. Their success isn't just about top-down strategy, it's about harnessing the collective intelligence and creativity of everyone in the organization. How can you foster this? Create opportunities for learning and development. Encourage cross-functional collaboration, implement suggestions, schemes, and actually listen to the ideas that come forward. Recognize and reward innovation and initiative. A motivated, skilled, and engaged workforce is far more likely to identify opportunities and drive the kind of innovation that keeps you relevant in a changing landscape. Tip number 3, embrace the digital dance technology as your ally. We live in a digital age, and the companies that thrive aren't just using technology, they're leveraging it strategically. This isn't just about having a fancy website. It's about using data to understand your customers better, automating processes to improve efficiency, and exploring new technologies like AI and machine learning to gain a competitive edge. Think about a tech company that has disrupted an industry or a traditional business that has successfully embraced digital transformation. They're not afraid to experiment and adapt to the ever-evolving digital landscape. How can you embrace this? Start by identifying areas in your business where technology can streamline operations or provide valuable insights. Invest in data analytics to understand customer behavior and market trends. Stay curious about emerging technologies and don't be afraid to pilot new solutions. Remember, technology isn't a threat, it's a powerful tool that can help you stay agile and relevant. Tip number 4, craft a brand that truly resonates beyond the logo. Your brand is more than just your logo and color scheme. It's the feeling you evoke, the values you stand for, the promise you make to your customers. The companies that stay relevant have a strong brand identity that resonates deeply with their target audience. Think about a brand with a strong emotional connection to its customers, or a brand known for its consistent messaging. They've built a loyal following because their brand speaks to something bigger than just the product or service they offer. How can you build a resonant brand? Clearly define your values and your mission. Understand your target audience on a deeper level. What are their beliefs, their aspirations? Craft a consistent message across all your platforms and interactions. Authenticity is key here. Don't try to be something you're not. A strong, authentic brand builds trust and fosters long-term relevance. Tip number 5. Be the Agile Antelope. Adaptability is your superpower. The business landscape is constantly shifting. What works today might not work tomorrow. The companies that stay relevant are incredibly agile. They can pivot quickly, adapt to changing market conditions, and embrace new opportunities. Think about a UK company that has successfully adapted its business model in response to market changes. They're not afraid to experiment, to learn from their mistakes, and to change course when necessary. How can you become more agile? Foster a culture of flexibility and open-mindedness. Encourage experimentation and don't penalize failure as long as lessons are learned. Regularly review your strategies and be prepared to make adjustments based on market feedback and emerging trends. Being agile allows you to stay ahead of the curve and remain relevant even when things change rapidly. Tip number 6, let data be your compass. Informed decisions lead to lasting success. Gut feeling has its place, but in the long run, the companies that stay relevant are the ones that make data-driven decisions. They collect information on customer behavior, market trends, and operational performance, and they use these insights to inform their strategies. Think about a UK company that heavily relies on data analytics to drive its business decisions. They're not guessing. They're using evidence to understand what's working and what's not. How can you leverage data? Identify the key metrics that are relevant to your business. Implement systems for collecting and analyzing data. Use these insights to understand your customers better, optimize your processes, and identify new opportunities. Data-driven decision-making reduces risk and increases your chances of staying on the right track. Tip number 7. Cultivate a culture of what if. Innovation is a continuous journey. Staying relevant isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process of innovation. The companies that consistently stay ahead foster a culture where experimentation is encouraged, where new ideas are explored, and where a healthy level of risk-taking is accepted. Think about a company known for its innovative products or services. They're not afraid to challenge the status quo and to constantly look for ways to improve and evolve. How can you foster a culture of innovation? Create dedicated time and space for brainstorming and idea generation. Encourage cross-departmental collaboration. Implement processes for evaluating and testing new ideas. Celebrate both successes and learnings from failures. A culture of continuous innovation is essential for staying relevant in the long term. Tip number 8. Forge meaningful partnerships. Strengthen collaboration. In today's interconnected world, going it alone can be limiting. The companies that stay relevant often build strategic partnerships to expand their reach, access new markets, and enhance their offerings. Think about a successful collaboration between two UK businesses. These partnerships can bring complementary strengths together, creating mutual benefits and keeping both entities relevant in a broader ecosystem. How can you build strategic partnerships? Identify businesses that complement your own, either in terms of offerings or target audience. Explore opportunities for joint ventures, co-marketing initiatives, or shared resources. Mutually beneficial partnerships can open up new avenues for growth and keep you relevant to a wider audience. Tip number 9, never stop asking how can we be better. Continuous improvement is key. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, the companies that stay relevant have a relentless focus on continuous improvement. They never get complacent. They're constantly evaluating their processes, seeking feedback, and looking for ways to enhance their products, services, and operations. Think about a company known for its commitment to quality and continuous improvement. This mindset of constant evolution is crucial for staying ahead of the curve and maintaining long-term relevance. How can you embed continuous improvement? Implement regular reviews of your processes and performance. Seek feedback from both customers and employees. Embrace a growth mindset and be willing to adapt and change. Small, consistent improvements over time can lead to significant gains in relevance and competitiveness. So there you have it, 9 powerful business tips gleaned from the companies that consistently stay relevant. And you know what's exciting? These aren't just for the big players, whether you're a startup, a small business, or a growing enterprise. These principles can be adapted and applied to your own venture. For me personally, exploring these tips has been a real eye-opener. I'm already thinking about how I can double down on understanding your needs here on Trenksy, how I can better empower our little community, and how we can embrace new ways of bringing you insightful content. It's a journey, isn't it? A constant process of learning and adapting. Now, I'm really curious to hear from you. Which of these 9 tips resonates with you the most? Which one do you think could be a real game changer for your own business or even your personal life? Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing your thoughts and experiences. And of course, if you found this video insightful and you're hungry for more tips and strategies to help you live a truly successful life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future Trenksy content. Thanks so much for joining me today, trendsetters. Go out there, embrace these principles, and build a future where you not only survive but truly thrive. I'll catch you in the next video.